HaWah chose to preserve it. Whatever magic they put on it was allowed, whatever the devil do is allowed, their devil still works for the creator. Believe it or not, just read the book of Job. And that's really actually a very important point. I'm glad we brought that up, man. Glad we brought that up, man. Let's pull up the book of Job right quick. That's a great point. Halal HaWah. Because the more we talk about the necromancy, we might get on it a little bit more, man. But I'm not, look, we saw the evidence of what we need to see. The Moors got a spell book. They're walking around their cube. They're popping off of Ice Age and treaties and everything else, slaughter. They won't tribe up because they are behind and masterminding this takeover. I'm talking to the Moabites, you know what I'm saying? The Canaanites, the Jebusites, the Amalekites, you know what I'm saying? All of the Confederacy. It was impossible to tribe up with you because you was behind the whole thing. Like I said, that's like, being pinched, having to go do some time. And then your co-defendant turn on you, and you're like, damn, man, if you would have stuck with me, if you wouldn't have done that, we both would have been free. And then you find out that your co-defendant was the one that set up the whole bus. There ain't no if he would have been on your side. He set you up. That's how we feel about this Moore situation, this Moore-ish situation. There was no chance. There's never been that chance. Back to biblical time. So to my Nagas that's joining these confederacies today, at least know what you're joining and have a purpose. You better be connected MHOE, man. Or what are you doing it for? If you're not going to connect directly with HaWah, with the creator. If you care about the creator, you care about the creator's seed. If you're saying that ain't the seed of Jacob, you're saying that ain't what the Prester is rocking with, and ain't what the Prester is fighting for, ain't what Joshua's fighting for, the Kumse's fighting for, the Karan Kahawa are fighting for, Dragon Canoe is fighting for, the High Amazon Queens are fighting for, the House of Roos is fighting for. You trying to tell us that we ain't nothing to you? Because you want where we at? You want our lot? We ain't nothing to you? You could mow us down, cut us off from being a nation, so we never remember our name again? Know what you're joining, because you're going against the creator. I will say mercies of HaWah forever. To all generations will I make your faithfulness known with my mouth. For I have said, forever is mercy built in the very heavens. You establish your faithfulness. I have made a covenant with my chosen. HaWah says, I have made a covenant with my chosen. I have sworn unto David, my servant. Forever I will establish your seed and build up your throne to all generations. Halal HaWah. Trying to say we ain't shit? I'm in Psalms 89, verse 21. I have found David, my servant. With my holy oil, I have anointed him. Who found David? What man is responsible for finding David? You searching for David. Who found David? HaWah found David. Verse 21, I have found David, my servant. With my holy oil, I have anointed him. You can't touch him. Though you try again. HaWah, HaWah say, with my right hand, with my hand, shall he be established. With whom my hand shall be established. HaWah's entire hand is established through Dawid. Who is Prester John? The Magi, the Dalai Lama, yourself take the wheel, man. With my holy oil, I have anointed him. Not you, man. I don't care what you say about him. I don't care what you write about him. You didn't find him. You still looking. With whom my hand shall be established, my arm also shall strengthen him. The enemy shall not exact from him, nor the son of wickedness afflict him. Who's the son of wickedness? We're going to talk about it. We're going to go to Job. Just understand and understand. You go against HaWah, you go against HaWah's people, I will beat to pieces his adversaries before him. You go against HaWah, you go against the tribe, I will beat to pieces his adversaries, HaWah says, and smite them that hate him. You want to hate on us? Because we calling you out? Speaking clearly in a language we can all understand. You're going against the chosen. Think about it. Meditate on that would do meditation. You've been doing it the whole time. Papal Bull, 1452. Who is the son of wickedness that cannot afflict him? Wickedness can't afflict him. Wickedness can't afflict him. David has to bring it on himself. But if David's in cold, the wicked can't afflict him. Who's the wicked? Yeah. Now it fell upon a day, Job chapter 1, verse 6, that the sons of God came to present themselves before HaWah. Who are the sons of HaWah that come to present themselves before HaWah? Job chapter 1, verse 6. Now it came a day, the sons of HaWah, we're talking the dragons, my noggin, let's go, came to present themselves. They had a meeting. All right, so the dragons, the angels, the sons of HaWah, like Isaiah 6, singing holy, holy. Just got to get it real clear around here. So it cannot be misconstrued or misinterpreted. Verse 1. In the year that King Uzziah died, I saw HaWah sitting upon a throne high and lifted up, and his train filled the temple. HaWah's train. All right. Okay. What does it mean, right? Above him stood the Seraphim. Each one had 6 wings. With 2 he covered his face, with 2 he covered his feet, and with 2 he did fly. And one called unto another and said, Holy, holy, holy is HaWah. The whole earth is full of his glory. And the posts of the door were moved at the voice of them that called, and the house was filled with smoke, because the dracons with 6 wings are popping off, singing holy, holy, glory to HaWah. These are pure water seraphim. Seraph means burn, burning ones. But we're just talking etymology. What's a seraph? We're talking seraphim. Winged, human-like, celestial creatures that hovered above HaWah's throne in Isaiah's dream. Seraph, literally the burning one. So you got to understand, you got a angel, seraph, but it's a burning one, right? So you got smoke filling the temple. These are burning ones. They're singing holy, holy to HaWah. Seraphs were traditionally regarded as burning or flaming angels. Sounds like a flaming dragon to me. I don't know about you. Would you want to picture a man with wings? That's more acceptable to you? Not a fire-breathing dragon that every culture has a form of in their mythos. Every culture has depictions of dragons, but you want to put a man with wings, a flaming angel. Though the word seems to have some etymological sense of flying, a flying man with wings, right? Or a fire-breathing dragon, perhaps from confusion with the root of Arabic sharafa, be lofty. Ooh, lofty flying. Let's go. Some scholars identify it with a word found in other passages interpreted as fiery, flying. Oh, serpent. Well, back to alchemy, right? Back to alchemy, right? Love to Miss D and the copper color, because when they say serpent, and we're talking seraph now, we're talking holy, holy to HaWah, right? We're talking the dragons or flaming angels that's in the throne of HaWah giving glory. Do you think that serpent is an impersonal serpent of an impersonal nature? You think that serpent singing holy, holy to HaWah is unconscious, bursting into consciousness? You think that serpent is male and female, androgynous? You think that serpent is a monstrous snake? You think that serpent's the cosmic spirit, the supreme serpent that brings everything to life but kills everything, boss? No, that sounds like the hijack serpent in Genesis that got to go on his belly. Wow. Wow. We're talking dragon, which is the living spirit can be extracted. It's the vessel in which the spirit is contained. Unlike ordinary mercury. Philosophical quicksilver. You are philosophical to them. You are mysterious to them. I said we like our mysteries around here, but we ain't missing our story. Not no more. They don't understand the substance you are. They don't understand it's of an unknown origin, boss. Even in alchemy, it's unknown. That sounds like HaWah representing this living spirit, the vessel, my naga. They say, man, this dragon represents water and power. It represents renewal. That sounds like HaWah. That sounds like this snake serpent, this monstrous snake that kills everything, boss. It slays the dragon. Whoa, how can a dragon be all about slaying a dragon unless we're talking a serpent with the act of conscientio, the bringing together of opposites? And how do you know it slays the dragon? Because it says right here that to slay the dragon, my nigga, only the act or the product of conscientio, the coming together of opposites, can slay the dragon. And they just told you that the serpent is unconscious when the act of conscientio, or the coming together of opposites, or the slaying of the dragon occurs. The serpent is frequently part of the symbolism, because the serpent is always behind the conscientio. The serpent is always behind the slaying of the dragon. With conscientio, with the coming together of opposites, slaying the alchemical dragon. Managa, this is deep energy flow. How do they stop your flow? They brought opposites on you, man. Conscientio. Who's rocking with conscientio? The serpent. Because with these opposites, the serpent is frequently a part of the whole Confederacy. Their androgyny is their Baphomet, is their Mahomet, is the monster. Nah, we don't need no cosmic serpent, no cosmic spirit. We don't need no spirit from the cosmos, getting the energy from the planets, bringing everything to life, but killing everything. We don't need that. That's the serpent. And this is letting us know that from a philosophical or an alchemical perspective, the serpent cannot be the dragon, the vessel in which the ruach is contained. Some alchemical texts mention a process to identify the spirit or the soul of all things. We're talking creator flow, which means we're talking Seraphim, the alchemical dragon, the burning one singing holy, holy to HaWah. This is dragon flow. They say fiery, flying serpent. The serpent is the impersonal nature, man, of the unconscious, as is just now bursting into consciousness. Like the AI, they are jacking our flow. They are extracting the life through their magic, through their spells. They are extracting the life spirit from a naga. They are slaying the dragon with conscientio, the bringing together of opposites. You got their Masonic checkerboard, black, white, black, white, black, white, conscientio, my naga. They got it in our head bone, because conscientio is the coming together of opposites that can slay the alchemical dragon. We're not talking serpent, we're talking dragon, and they're slaying it. HaWah ain't got no serpents around him singing holy, holy. HaWah got fire breathing dragons, because the dragon cannot be the impersonal serpent. Not when you're the alchemical dragon. You are the ruach, right? They are extracting it, Khan. You are the vessel, my naga. You are the dragon, my naga. You are the dragon, my naga. What's the definition of American? The copper color confound here. Right. You are the dragon, my naga. What's the dragon? In 1828. A kind of winged serpent? No, not impersonal nature. That ruach is contained. We're talking that kundalini energetic flow. It don't have an image. It's energy, dragon lines, frequency, ley lines, vibration. Much celebrated in the romances, but now we're just talking a hero. Now we're just talking a hero. Love to Templar, a fiery shooting meteor. That's funny because so is a Prester. So is a Prester. And they are scared of the violence of the Prester. And they're scared of the violence of the dragon. A fierce or violent person. Whoa, right? So who are they extracting the life from? The dragon, the alchemical dragon, the alchemical dragon, the vessel in which the spirit is contained. The living spirit can be extracted. How? They got to slay the dragon with their what? Conscientio. That's how they slay the dragon. Conscientio, the coming together of opposites. Got it. The dragon's being slayed by the alchemical serpent. A fierce or violent person, male or female, is a dragon. This man or woman is a dragon. Man or woman is a dragon. Yeah. The living spirit can be extracted. Seraph, burning ones, fiery, flying dragons. Six wings, Seraphim, dragons, singing holy, holy to HaWah. The whole earth is full of his glory. These dragons are popping off. Isaiah 6 verse 4, the posts of the door were moved at the voice of them that called, and the house was filled with smoke. Then said I, woe is me, for I am undone, because I am a man of unclean lips, and I dwell in the midst of the people of unclean lips. For my eyes have seen the King, HaWah of hosts. Then flew unto me one of these dragons, one of these flaming, fiery, burning ones, my naga. One of these burning ones, the burning ones, the fiery, flying dragons flew over. Halal HaWah flew over to Isaiah with a glowing stone in his hand, which he had taken with the tongs from off the altar, and he touched my mouth with it and said, hold up. Okay. Lo, this has touched your lips, and your iniquity is taken away. HaWah, and your sin is expiated. And I heard the voice of HaWah saying, whom shall I send, and who will go for us? Then I said, here I am, send me. And he said, go and tell the people, hear you indeed, but understand not, and see you indeed, but perceive not. They think they know, but they don't understand. They don't understand. Job chapter 1. Let's get it like it's the first time. There was a man in the land of Uz whose name was Job, and that man was wholehearted and upright, and one that feared HaWah and shunned evil. And there were born unto him 7 sons and 3 daughters. His possessions also were 7,000 sheep, 3,000 camel, 500 yoke of oxen, 500 she donkeys, and a very great household, so that this man was the greatest of all the children of the east. And his son used to go and hold a feast in the house of each one upon his day, and they would send and invite their three sisters to eat and to drink with them. And it was so, when the days of their feasting were gone about, that Job sent and sanctified them and rose up early in the morning and offered burnt offerings according to the number of them all. So when their feast was done, Job had to sanctify them, because whatever they were feasting to needed to be sanctified. Notice Job wasn't there with him for a reason. Job said, it may be that my sons have sinned and blasphemed HaWah in their hearts. Thus did Job continually. So he already knew what they was worshiping, man. Now, verse 6, it says, now it fell upon a day that the sons of HaWah, these dragons, came to present themselves before HaWah. And Satan came also among them. So we just had a question about wickedness. Who's the son? Who's the seed of wickedness? Because we're going to get right back here to the royal house. We're putting together our story again. Remember, Psalms 89, the enemy shall not exact from him. Who? David, my servant. My hand shall be established with him. The enemy can't touch him. Can't touch the frequency of David. The enemy, the Satan, which is enemy, right? Gotta get it like it's the first time around here, man. It's Preston 99. Satan, devil, got you. Got you. Adversary. To show enmity, to oppose, to plot against, right? Like the more and more war, you would be our adversary. You are the Satan that do the treaties, right? You are the Satan, one who opposes, right? Obstructs or acts as an adversary. You are the devil. You are Satan, adversary. The enemy shall not exact from him, nor the son of wickedness afflict him. We said, who's this enemy and who's in charge of the wickedness? Who's the Satan? What you need to understand right away is that this adversary has an invite to the meeting among the top dragons and the creator. Creator's having a meeting. The sons of God came to present themselves before HaWah. Satan is late to the party. Satan came also among them. HaWah said to Satan, whence come thou? Like, where you coming from? Satan said, you know, going to and fro in the earth, walking up, walking down, you know, jamming everybody up. HaWah didn't say, what the hell are you doing here in my high level meeting? HaWah said, where you coming from, man? Where you coming from now, man? He said, you know, man, going here and there, up and down, left, right, jamming everybody up, jamming everybody up. And HaWah said, all right, cool. That is your job. We're talking Job, you know, which means persecute in Hebrew. So The job of this Satan adversary who plots against another, opposes and plots against. His job is to plot against who? Now, Hawah said to this adversary, hey, you consider my servant Job? There's none like him in the earth, a wholehearted and upright man, one that fears Hawah and shuns evil. Then this adversary answered and said, does Job fear Hawah for nothing? And then he goes on to plead his case. Hey, man, he only fears you because you do everything for him. Because you do everything for him. So they put Job to the test. You see, you can't be afflicted in cold. This whole story opened up, to show something out of code might be happening in the house of Job. Job had to sanctify this meeting, this feast with his children, and whatever they was, burning their, whatever offerings they might have made. Job had to sanctify. And then the story is incredible as it goes, and it keeps being tested and keeps being tested. And he's finally found, made worthy, and he's given a brand new start and a brand new flow, and everything is multiplied for him for abundance. You've been tested like Job, Managi. Everything's been taken from you. Your family's been ripped apart. Your riches are gone. But to those that persevere, the abundance will be 1,000-fold what you would have had without the test and what you've ever had before. Their wickedness was late to the meeting. He works for the Creator. He came to the meeting that the Creator called. Satan came among them. Hawah said, where you coming from? Where comest thou? Whence comest thou? When'd you show up, man? Where you coming from, man? When did you come? When did you get here? Where the hell you coming from? Hey, going to and fro, walking up and down, all around the earth. There was no war that popped off with the sons of Hawah and Satan. There was no war between their adversary and the Creator. This wickedness cannot afflict you in code because it works for the code. It works for Hawah. The enemy, the Satan, cannot exact from him, nor the sons of wickedness afflict him. But to those that are true adversaries, because they are following some narrative or they are following some frequency, I will beat to pieces his adversaries before him and smite them that hate him. You better watch on who you hating on, man. We're speaking with conviction for a reason, because the enemy of wickedness works for our Creator, works for our Father's house. He was just late to the meeting. He was just late to the meeting. Let's go, man. Roger and Roger.